I may or may not have forgotten to. Wait, why is it chat here? Huh? Wait, can I refresh this? Huh? Why? Why is it? Oh no! Oh no! What happened? Refresh. No? Huh? Oh, are you kidding me? What if I risk? No? Hmm. Um, uh, Hi Ming. I don't know why, but the chat isn't showing on the screen for some reason. I have no idea why. But, anyways, today we're gonna read some of my favorite SCP, SCP stuff, I guess. The first two ones in particular, and just a little bit of warning. This is gonna be a bit bright. So yeah, I'm gonna go in three, two, one. Oh, there we. Wait, no, no, that's the wrong. Anyways, the first on our list is gonna relate to this guy over here. Let me just get the lily mouse. Oops, too big. Wait, what? Huh? Huh? Uh, oh, it's already so scuffed. I should have. Nah, I needed a break from my sexual panic. Why is it already? They see at me. Wait, no. Come on. Come on. Smaller. There we go. So today, at least for the first two, we're gonna talk about this guy right over here. Dr. Otto Clef, an enigmatic and genre savvy, a highly adaptable, clever liar, former Global Coalition GOC operative, which is kind of like a rival organization to the SCP Foundation, specializing in reality benders, which are just think about Bill Cipher and the bunch. Yeah. Also, a former file. Wait, what? Former file clerk undergone anomalous alterations that provide resistance to reality shifts and prevent his face from being photographed. Has a long and checkered history and a flair for the dramatic, and a somewhat hidden streak of self-hatred, which is honestly the most relatable thing about this guy. He's not the best kind of guy, reformed misogynist. Most rumors about him are exaggerated or off point. GLC codename was Agent Ukulele. You see, he has a thing for ukuleles for some reason. I don't know why, but hey, is it? Prior to defection, may actually be a reality warper himself, may or may not have had a child with a nature goddess as a teenage boy. The goddess in question was killed by the GOC, but the daughter became a current SCP object in containment. By the way, most the the file for the SCP object here, um, it kind of implied that he killed the goddess himself, which is messed up, to say the least. Where was I? GLC, but they don't begin with. If this even happened at all, involved in a number of secret class reality restructuring events, and may be able to remember them, unlikely to be a manifestation of being popularly known as the devil, despite claims to the contrary. According to a large number of inconsistent reports, Autoclave may well be deceased. Other accounts insist that he's still around, now working with his former secretary Andrea Adams. Autoclave is almost certainly an alias used by a man known as Francis Wojciechowski or James Halford, or possibly one used by multiple individuals. So that's the gist of this man, and you'll see his more unhinged side soon enough with this first one. Just the wait, no. This and transcript of Dr. Clef's seminar, Reality Benders and You, How to Survive When Existence eh, eh, uh, How to Survive When Existence Doesn't. Yay! Wait, is the music on? No, it isn't. Give me a second. Classical music for the win. Wait, no. Focus. Alright. Wait, does this have a good filters? Any filters? Let me see. I have no idea how to use those, so let's skip that. Good afternoon, everyone. Have a seat. Get a cup of coffee and a muffin. Also, reminder, the seminar rooms are a weapons-free zone. Please make sure you've surrendered your weapons at the reception desk. I know it's bullcrap, but the last thing I need is an O5 complaining because one of you was walking around in the blue zone with your piece. Everyone good? Cool. Today's seminar is about a subject near and dear to my heart, reality benders. Pet Greens, Mary Sues, Bixby's, Shapers, Wizards, God, Devil, Outsiders, Zebras, call them what you will. These are the guys that change reality based on perception and willpower. I've made a career out of both containing and killing these guys. And you're here to get certified to do the same thing. Want to know my secret? We'll get to that later. First of all, I want you to take a look at the doors to the seminar room. Notice something about them? Look again. What doors? Yes, the doors are gone. Take a closer look if you want. Touch them. They're not there. The doors have literally disappeared. But that's okay, right? You can still get out of the windows if you want. Except there's one small problem. There aren't any windows in this room either, are there? All the windows are gone. There's nothing but 4 blank walls, a ceiling, and a floor. No way out. But how did you get in? Starting to freak out a bit? Don't worry, just take a deep breath. You're going to be alright. Just a bit of a change to the way the room's set up. It's not like anything worse is happening. I mean, it could be worse, right? At least you're safe in here. It's not like the deaths are coming alive to kill you now, is it? Oh wait! Yes they are! The freaking deaths are going to kill you! Oops, I forgot you. Okay. What you gonna do? How you gonna survive? The goddamn room is alive and it's going to eat you! Watch for those freaking nuts! They've got teeth! Get the freak away from there! Now, you wanna live? You're gonna have to fight! Don't try to deny it! You motherfreakers! This is real! This is happening! This is a reality, man! And you're going to die unless you can fight it now! Oh, I see. A real tough guy, huh? What the hell are you going to do with that 9mm? That gun really going to do anything against a reality bender? I can turn your goddamn bullets into sand. I can turn your eyes into jello. I can turn your gun into a freaking bagel. Now put that goddamn gun down and lie the hell down on the ground, you freak nugget! I am the living God, and you are nothing but a freaking insect. What do you want? What do I want? What the hell do you need? Do I need from a turd like you? I don't want anything that you can give me except to be plaything. And that's all you freakers are gonna be. You're gonna be nothing but toys in front of this God King for eternity. There is no escape, no respite. You will live when I say live. You will die only if I allow it. There is nothing left but my imagination. And you are all figments of it! Alright, hit the lights. Everyone breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe Breathe in. Breathe out. You feeling better now? Let me tell you what just happened. Each and every one of you has just had a bad trip. All the fuel on that back table was laced with a powerful hallucinogen. It's my own special recipe, personal recipe. In addition to hallucinations, it renders one very susceptible to suggestion. Combined with some simple hypnosis and some special effects trickery, the end result is as close as we can get to showing you what a reality bender's attack feels like. The support staff are pumping in an aerosolized counter-agent into the air vents as we speak. It's going to feel like crap in a moment. You'll find barf bags under your chairs. Take a moment to let it all out. I want you to reflect back on that moment when you realized what was happening. Do you remember the feeling of helplessness? Do you remember what it felt like to realize that reality no longer existed, and you were nothing but toys for a hostile will that controlled everything? Remember that. Remember that. And hold onto it the first time you're about to go up against a reality bender. If you ever think that maybe you can contain them, or maybe they can be reasoned with, remember what it felt like when you were tripping balls and nothing was real. Then kill that freaker before he knows you're even there. You're also certified now, class dismissed. Yes, I really like any chance to scream at the top of my lungs. It's quite therapeutic, you know? And the next part, I'll need to... Actually, do you know about... do you know about the, I guess, story of Abel and Cain? You know, one brother hit the other with a rock really hard. Let's see. And then blah 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 blah. The brother who killed the other brother got cursed with stuff, I guess. Wherever he goes, the land will not let him farm. Right? Well, the next part is gonna have something to do with him. Not much, but hey. Wait, where? What did I should? Oh, I just moved myself. Oh God, my throat hurts. It was worth it though. I really like being able to scream like that. Now this is excerpts from How to Survive When Reality Doesn't by Arthur Cliff. So, do I just start speaking or... Oh yeah, I see the text on screen, delete that sentence. Crap, okay, I'll just dictate now and edit it. Aloha, Foundation staff, new and old alike. To anyone in the anomalous community who's reading a bootleg copy of this, screw you! Also, screw whoever's responsible for the leaking in the first place. Unless it's me. Actually, or especially if it's me. Whatever. So the O5s have been on my case for a while now about writing my own field manual in order to pass on my expertise to the younger generation. Increasingly so since I find myself less and less of the younger generation as time goes on. I mean, I'm older than Adam. I mean older than Adam Savage. The guy from Mythbusters, anyone remember that show? Anyone? Damn, I'm old. Since there's been a recent uptick among staff in stories about me, I decided now's as good as time as ever to release my field manual, How to Survive When Reality Doesn't, by autocorrect. Within these pages, you learn how to deal with reality benders and what to do if the laws of physics go sideways without warning. I like to go on tangents though, so you might have to sit through some more to get to the good stuff. So I wanted to give him mushrooms to see if he affects them the same way he does plants, and they look at me like I'm an idiot. Mushrooms aren't plants, also they're fungi. I know that, but he's a biblical SCP. Back in the early Bible times, they weren't using modern systems of taxonomical nomenclature. They didn't have a system. All names were colloquial, which is why when the Bible calls Jonah's whale a great fish, it isn't wrong. A fish was anything that lived in the water. The Catholic Church even officially declared beavers were fish in the 17th century, so you could eat them during Lent. So with biblical logic, a beaver is a fish, then surely mushrooms are plants. At the time Cain was cursed, no one knew what fungi were. Even Aristotle divided the living world into just plants and animals. So it makes sense that Cain's curse would extend to fungi, with which ancient people would not have distinguished from plants. Of course, due to the Foundation's bureaucracy, I still don't know. It would be so simple. Just pick up some mushrooms from the nearest supermarket and give them to Cain. See what happens. Denied by the ethics committee for reckless endangerment of mushrooms or some crap like that. I don't actually know why it was denied. Probably just out of spite. I got close to Cain once with a can of Campbell's mushroom soup, but security tackled me before I could open the can. Actually no, it was Heinz soup. What the hell was I doing with Heinz soup? Wait, where was I? Oh, right. Yes, he really wrote 682. Yes, he really got a water bottle stuck on his... The question remains, can he write 682 with a water bottle on his... So, at my level, you think I know how the Foundation's funded, but I don't. The most frequent response to my request I get is, There's not enough in the budget for that. To which I most frequently respond, well, what the heck is the budget? How do we acquire resources? How do we allocate said resources? That's not an unreasonable question. It's a little transparency, too much to ask of a covert international organization. Like, I'm pretty sure we built a fake moon once, but Lombardi couldn't get coffee and donuts for his orientation? How does that make sense? So, the pataphysics department is imaginary, but it still exists, because that's what pataphysical means, I think. God, I'm not stoked enough for this show. That was close. One of the most common questions I'm asked by lower-ranking personnel is how many SCPs are actually in containment. I tell them it's above their pay grade, but what I don't tell them is it's above my pay grade too. What I do know is you can't go by the database. Entries appear and disappear from nothing multiple times a day. Some of the files are definitely deliberate disinformation, and not just the 001 entries either. SCP designations get reassigned. There are outdated files still floating around for some reason. Plus, due to CK reality shifts, some of the files are from alternate realities and don't exist for us anymore. It's very confusing. I swear I've been to facilities with multiple empty cells that allegedly held SCP objects. Maybe they were all out for testing or something? Who knows? Sometimes I fear we've become so entangled in our own web of lives that none of us knows the truth anymore. Sorry, got a bit spacey there. Now I think I might be too stoned. If you still want an estimate on the SCP count, I'd say at least a few hundred based on my own personal experiences in the Foundation, and at most tens of thousands based on the maximum capacity of all Foundation sites and areas that supposedly exist. Or maybe the anomalies are normal and everything we think of as normal are anomalies. Yeah, let's go with that. So we opened up the hatch and there was a kilometer-deep silo filled with 173 knockoffs, all of them producing never-ending stream of blood and crap. I say it must be some weird Japanese porn thing, and they called me racist, but that is a legitimate possibility, isn't it? Damn it! Apollyon was supposed to be exclusively for 2317. It was this stop reading if you don't have high enough clearance colossal eldritch demon bent on destroying the world that was only kept in check by ancient forgotten magic that was slowly failing. Its escape and the subsequent extinction of the human race was inevitable, and there was nothing we could do. That was what Apollyon means. But then Tyler Rand's like, oh, this reality bender just tortured me in a living hell for all eternity and will do the same to everyone else if it gets free. It's pretty extra, so I'll classify it as Apollyon 2. And now literally the entire database is classified as Apollyon. I exaggerate for the fact, but it still sucks! Now, granted, 2317 turned out to be not quite as invincible as we first feared. The O5s ended up taking it out with a couple of howitzers, rounds, cuticle, and even if that hadn't worked, how would it have fit through the damn door? I'm not saying that it's okay to just use Apollyon for anything, but I don't know what I'm saying. I guess keep calm and Apollyon? I'm going to let you in on a little secret. The mimetic kill agents are nothing but a scary tactic. Nothing happens. Go on, look at one. I dare you. A double dog dare you. You cannot say no to a double dog dare. Let's see, which 001 proposals are true? We know mine's not, because I'm a liar. Everything I say is a lie, including this. Locks can't be real, because that obviously didn't happen, unless that's one of those CK reality ships again. The factory's real, so Wright's proposal is at least somewhat true. His prototype I've actually seen, so that's one's true at least. Let's see. It also explains why Killer is pronounced the way it is. You hear that, Dr. Miller? It has nothing to do with the Kabbalah. It was some German doctor's name. Let's see, if the broken God one's true, then that means the Gulf of California didn't exist before 1942. But if that's true, then California would have been mistaken for an island. Unless we make that up as well. See what I mean by getting lost in our own web of lies? You know, back when the O5 started cracking down on gratuitous cross-testing and general shenanigans, they were even going to forbid staff from using the pizza box. But pretty much all Site 19 threatened to go on strike, so they had to back off. For some people, that pizza box is the only reason they're still with the Foundation. As one might imagine, I have butted heads with the ethics committee a few times over my practice of secretly drugging trainees with designer hallucinogens to simulate a reality bender attack. The memetics and evil hazards guys do something similar, but apparently that's okay because they tell people beforehand and get consent to or some hippie crap. My training only works because people think it's real. That's the whole point. Have some people harm or of themselves or others during my training sessions? Yes. Have people committed, or otherwise suffered long-term psychological damage due to the guilt or the psychological trauma inflicted during the bad trip? Yes. wouldn't it make more sense to gradually acclimate trainees to the stresses of reality bending attacks instead of subjecting them to a full-blown simulated attack all at once and losing valuable personnel to desert madness? Yes! I mean, god damn it. I hate the metric system. I write everything in Imperial and just let the containment specialist convert it. It's cost the Foundation time, money, and maybe even lives, but I don't care. Freaking hate metric. I know no one wants to talk about you, but I still cannot believe how many staff and skips we lost over a freaking rainbow logo. I thought Gears was crazy when he was worried that it might stroke division between staff of different ideological leanings, and next thing I know, the SCP solidarity is gone. Just gone! And we need that thing for space threats! Like a giant alien robot in Jupiter's red spot that's gunning for us. Trump's Space Force isn't going to be able to hold that thing off. That's all of us! That's all on us! Maybe that moon champion guy could help. Everyone likes to make fun of junior researchers for suggesting we use titanium. But I have a titanium ceramic frying pan and I love it. Sure, a lot of the time titanium would be overkill, but considering what we're trying to keep contained, I'd say overkill's the way to go. Raven, kiddo, are you reading this? Are you and Tyrant going to doing the double room cake toppers for your wedding? I personally think that's a bit positive, or however you say that. Since it's not gay marriage, but marriage is equality now, we should move away from gender cake toppers and switch to something more universal, like two swans with their knights in a hardship. So long as you can tell the gender of the swans. Or maybe something more abstract, like a pair of neutron stars circling each other ever faster, doomed to destroy each other but powerless to escape each other's pool. I'm being fastidious. I don't give a rat's butt. Just save me some cake. SCP speed dating isn't that dumb as it sounds. It sounds. It seems everyone's super concerned about the psychological well-being of the monster we keep locked up in bunkers, and most of those monsters don't want to go the rest of their lives without getting laid, right? Give the dudes condom, some hormonal implants for the ladies, and we're good to go! I've got a question for you now. Why wasn't I, the Foundation's go-to guy for dealing with reality benders, not part of Project Orpheus? A Cronenberg-esque nightmare of mine and body horror to turn reality benders into plug-and-play eigen weapons. Because I'm not stupid, what happened to Dr. Callisto and her team was inevitable. You can't control reality benders with reality anchors. Anchors are for emergencies, short-term containment only. Because sooner or later, the bender either figures out how to bypass them, or they just plain break down because they're crap. We don't contain benders, we terminate them when they're vulnerable. An anchor might get you a window of vulnerability, but you're a fool if you think it will keep you safe forever. Shoot the bastard when you have the chance. God, no Foundation regrets not taking the shot with me. Okay. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. Ugh. I'm if I'm quoting classic literature, I must be really running out of steam. Kiss him blood. Ouch! I hit my phone. It almost fell. Oops. Anyways, so congratulations, you are now certified for low Hue encounters and type green combat scenarios. Bap, 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 bap. Well done, Agent. I'm not sure how long I was talking for, and my attention wandered a bit at times, but I'm sure I said something useful in there. Just use your newfound responsibility, like I do. Aloha. This guy's crazy, I love it. Don't worry, the phone's fine. Now for the third thing, I'm gonna need to explain SCP-076-2, aka Abel, the brother who got murdered from, when I talk about that. An ancient, immortal male humanoid, incredibly violent, with little respect for human life. He somehow came to an agreement with the Foundation and became a member of their first anomalous task force, MTF Omega-7 Pandora's Box. While his thirst for blood was initially kept under control, he eventually grew wary of the Foundation control and snapped, killing most of his comrades, and is currently kept in maximum security containment. War is my nature. But do you truly think I lack honor? The brother of Cain up there, who murdered Abel long ago, could be the biblical Abel brought back wrong, the son of an ancient king, the servant of the Levites. The Levites are basically an evil civilization. That's all you need to know for now. Or perhaps all of the above. Unconfirmed rumors circulate that Abel may not have been responsible for the deaths of Omega-7. and the and the main and I subscribe to this theory mainly because of the next story. Let's see. The Omega 7 and the Bench of Shame. This is one of my all-time favorites because it's just so cozy. Despite all the strange, dangerous, and downright ridiculous things that Omega 7 dealt with on a near daily basis, hearing the words team building exercise out of Abel's mouth had to be one of the weirdest occurrences yet. And they had fought a horde of octopus-headed zombies just the other week, and subdued a dangerous spider taurus, centaurs but with spiders, the week before. A messy job. And even in comparison to those events, it seemed terribly strange. That was until they all found themselves standing across from him in one of the site's gym halls with foam balls, the weapons of choice for this battle, scattered across the ground. No one was sure of the motive for teaching Abel how to play, but it was unanimously agreed that it was probably something to do with Dr. Bright. But Abel wasn't telling. Abel's idea of a team-building exercise, simply put, was this: the whole of Omega 7 versus him in an almost no-holds-barred dodgeball match, and no one was stopping until someone opposing him finally got a hit in on him. It was bound to be chaotic. The only rule was no aiming from the goal, aiming for the groin, something honor, etc. And you had to sit off to the side on the colloquially named Bench of Shame once you were hit. Poor IA was spending most of his time there. Abel, despite only being told the rules approximately 3 hours ago, according to his own words, had learned exceedingly quickly and turned out to have some lethal accuracy when it came to throwing balls that nearly matched his accuracy throwing weapons. Thus, one could argue that a foam ball did count as a weapon in his hands. After all, if the North Sword counted, surely a dodgeball would too. The bruises were inevitable, and there would be many of them. Training the day after was going to be hellish. Oh, hi there, you didn't report? Did I get your name right? Anyways, we're just reading some SCP tales, I guess. Nothing much, but it's a chill stream. Don't worry, I'll read everything for you. Where was I? Round 1 barely lasted a minute. Yakov got hit square in the forehead in round 3, and was knocked out for several seconds before Bayo helped him up and he joined AA on the bench of bench back bench of shame. It was about then that Omega 7 realized that with enough speed and the right angle, one of these foam balls could easily spell serious injury, or maybe even death, with enough force behind it. AA actually lasted a little over 10 seconds in round 4, and they was promptly hit in the left side with some considerable force when he excitedly turned to Lucas, commenting, "Hey, I'm not actually doing too bad!" Abel yelled at him for not paying attention as he hung his head and returned to his rightful place on the bench. In that same round, Julian's hiccups, which had been persisting since halfway through the previous round, were cured by an extremely forceful hit to the chest, which also left him winded for several minutes. Round 6 involved Iris making an extremely undignified sound after tripping up on a ball aimed at her feet and landing on her butt, which it later turned out had resulted in a bruise. Cockings? Cocking. How do you? I'm not gonna try. And Lucas using Vonk. I'm gonna call you Vonk as a human shield after shouting, "Every man for himself!" Vonk did get put out with a ball to the leg toward the end, but not before sidestepping a ball aimed at him and letting it hit Lucas, who muttered something about betrayal and treachery as he walked up the play area. Round 14 put Julian on the bench for the foreseeable future. A ball hit her hand and bent it back at an awful angle, accompanied by a noise that she would rather not have heard. Abel only caught a brief break after 20 rounds, in every one of which he absolutely decimated the rest of Omega 7. While everyone sat on the bench, tired, panting, and thoroughly battered, he stood in front of them. He stood in front of them. He hadn't even broken a sweat. "You're all missing the point of this exercise," he growled, unimpressed. "You're meant to work together. Communicate!" With all due respect, Bayo looked up from tiredly studying the floor. Dodgeball isn't really a great team game. It's like Monopoly. It practically breeds hatred. Wong chose that moment to give Lucas a very pointed look. "Well, you'll have to come up with a strat. You'll have to come up with a strategy. Together. We aren't stopping until you people defeat me at least once. Understand?" A chorus of tired "okay" and "yes" followed. Abel squinted critically at them for quite some time, and a feeling of nervousness crept up on all of them under scrutiny. It was like a uniform inspection before school photos by a notoriously strict teacher. Truly uncomfortable. You have 3 minutes, he finally said. Only 3? I exclaimed. Think of something. In a real battle, you won't even have that long. Abel crossed his arms over his chest and walked to the opposite side of the room, leaning against the far wall and silently counting seconds. Think of some. Wait, no. Wrong side. This is useless. How the hell are we supposed to be that? He's not our commander for no reason, that's for sure. Yakov took a swig from his water bottle and sat back, determined to get the most rest out of the 2 minutes as possible. So, I said, cautiously optimistic in the fact that maybe not all hope was lost. Does anyone actually have a plan? Nope. Nothing. Nada. AI's cautious optimism was fading embarrassingly quickly, almost as quickly as their remaining time. A couple of seconds of awkward silence followed until it was broken. Actually, Iris cracked up. I might have an idea. Everyone huddled in. I only have time to say this once. Oops. This. Oh, the chats. Chat box. I'm gonna just put it here. Yeah, that's gonna be fine. Your time is up! Abel barked across the room as he strode back to his side of the court and tossed the ball in Omega 7's direction. Breaking up the squad's huddle. For your own sakes, I hope you've come up with something. The team looked at each other and nodded. Suddenly, it all seemed a lot more serious. With any luck, this would be a real chance to impress. However, if they screwed this up, they looked anything but confident. Also, Abel now seemed more pissed off than usual, meaning the chance of injury was now significantly higher. AI was the first count. No surprise then. He got the ball square in the chest, but seemed only happy about keeping his seat on the bench. The Reds were lasting well. Abel even yelled some praise at Nicole after a particularly impressive dodge, and was so focused on the game that he barely registered the flash of light to his right side, assuming it was nothing but the sun glinting through the window. He aimed the ball at Iris, only to find it blocked by Yakov's arm, putting him up instead. And after he'd been doing so well too. That self-sacrificing attitude would do him no good in the field. barely noticed the tiny white shape that slid across the door. He did notice how most of the team had moved to one side of the room. A foolish move on their part, and he couldn't help but shake his head. They were making themselves a bigger target. With his attention on the valuable lesson about spacing he was about to give his team, he was delayed in noticing the ball rolling behind him. When he turned his head, it was gone from where it should have been, and just a second later, he felt it hit the sky. He whipped around, confused. There had been no one at his flank, so how in the hell had he been hit from behind? And then his eyes landed on his team, who were now cheering and crowding Iris, who was laughing and holding to a slip of paper in her hand. No, not a slip of paper, a photograph. Now at this point I have to clarify something, but it's gonna be quick, I promise. Iris here has the ability to reach through photographs. So I have a photograph of your living room right now. I can put my hand through the photograph and into your living room, pluck out a flower from the flower pot, pull my arm back, and voila! I have a flower in my hand. All the way here. So, as you might or might not remember, he didn't say anything about the superpowers, let's just say. All at once, it fell into place. Aya's upbeat attitude when he was put out, the flash to his right, the thing that slid across the floor. Abel realized that he had lost. He strolled over and took a seat on the bench of shame, as Iris was hoisted up onto Wang's shoulders. All it took was a loud cough into his fist to have the entire team's attention back on him. He could tell from the look on their faces they thought he would chew them out for cheating, but he would do no such thing. After all, the only real rule he had laid down was no aiming for the groin. Well, that and the rule that said once you were beaten, you were to sit on the bench of shame. You have all done well, he announced. That was a truly unique strategy. Who was it that spawned it? Iris shyly waved atop Falk's shoulders. Abel nodded approvingly. You've bested me again, girl. Looks curious this evening. He stood with a bow. You have all bested me. The celebratory cheers returned. Iris punched the air and nearly lost her balance on her perch after a particularly good high five from Bayo. Abel laughed and headed to the door. headed for the door. He should have known better than to look down on his team in such a way. After all, they were his chosen elite. Your victory calls for celebration, he proclaimed with a sharp-toothed grin. Now, come to the cafeteria! Commander, Julian's wrist is broken. Alright, to the infirmary, and then the cafeteria. The end. See, this is why I love this story so much. It's just so... it's cute. That's all I can really say. And per the wiki's rules, whatever you want to be canon is canon. There is no canon. Kind of that, you know? And I'm so grateful for it. I gotta go for a bit. I'll be right back for the last one. Just a quick warning before that. You should probably finish whatever you're eating for your own good. It's gonna be rough. Be right back. There we go. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Alright, the audio sounds good. Like this. Bop, 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 bop. Alright. Now this one. There's I don't know how to explain it really. It's just you have to see for yourself. The tale, I guess it's called, is Charlotte Cleft. I wonder if I'm going to regret this. I don't remember much of this tale. I do remember that it made me laugh a lot. I don't know if it's a good or a oh god, what have I read laugh. But all the same, I'm gonna try. Wish me luck. Darkness looms over the streets of Night City. The shadows casting long shadows over the cracked asphalt pavement. The city's darkness lurking deep within its shriveled black hearts, as black as pitch and as shriveled as the lungs of its chain smoking cinder. Joe Knife pinned the girl up against the wall, his ugly, slobbering face sneering as he sneeringly I'm not reading this. Yeah. It was then that he was clobbered by a bowl of chowder, steaming hot and packed with delicious clam and white potatoes, cooked just to firmness with a quite and a few celery bits as well to give a snap of flavor. It was New England clam chowder. For the figure who stood on the rooftop wearing a black apron and a tall chef's hat made of black cloth, blackest of blacks that a black wearing cloth kid could wear at midnight. Was not fond of tomatoes in his clam chowder, and considered it an aberration, nay, a heresy, which must be purged. Joe Knife screamed in pain as he raised his gun and fired it at the rooftop, but the black-clad, mysterious figure was too fast for him, and vanished in a flash of black cloth. "Come on!" he screamed. "Who the hell are you? And where the hell are you coming from?" "Right here," said the voice, and it pounded him in the back of the skull with a ladle. Joe Knife grabbed the back of his head. "Oh, that hurts!" he shouted. "And you didn't answer my question. Who are you?" mysterious stranger drew himself up to his full, mysterious 7 feet of height, and the grin on his face was wide and mysterious. Moonlight glinted off the horns on his forehead. "The name's Clef," he said. "Child of Clef, defender of the world." Child of Clef, defender of the world. Chapter 1. The Bellars and the hot chicks who want to bone him or be boned by him. Site 19 was in a tizzy. "Oh no!" shouted Dr. Wright. All the SCPs are out of their pens." "I'll save you," said Dr. Clef, and he ran into the room with his shotgun. "Oh no," said SCP-682. "It is Clef. He's going to kill us." "Ha ha ha ha!" said Dr. Clef, and he shot SCP-682 with his shotgun rocket missile. With his shotgun rocket missiles. "Roar!" shouted SCP-682, and it fell down and was dead. "You saved us," said Dr. Wright, and she kissed him, and then they had sex. The puff. Wait, it's Dr. Gears. The Foundation will fall apart without you, Dr. Clef here, said Dr. Gears, and he gave Clef a promotion to 05. Wait, oh no, not again. To everyone at Site 19, Dr. Clef was just a mild... mild mannered. Sure. Oh my god. I'm I'm sorry. I just I just couldn't help myself. Oh, that's hilarious. I think this is why I think this is why I laughed the last time. Okay. I'm good now. I think I'm good now. Good to go. Whew. I'm sorry for your eardrums. I just an ordinary guy like any other. But Dr. Clef had a secret. At night, When the rest of Site-19 was asleep, he put on a black chef's toque and black apron, and he went to the Site-19 kitchen and he made a big pot of clam chowder. Then he went to Gotham City or next to the Metropolis and he fought crime. He was Chowder Cliff, the defender of the innocent and the protector of the world. This is his story. I'm sorry to call you away from work on such short notice. Always glad to help out a senior staff member. What can I do for you? I have a question for you. Do you remember this? But of course, how could I forget? It took me hours to type up this report. Please read the report again. Alright, it seems in order. Wait. Oh my god. Vanessa Danielle heartily picked up her tray of food and walked over to the lunchroom table. Halfway there, she felt something grab her backpack and pull down. She stumbled and fell, scattering her milk and spaghetti all over. Why milk? Ugh, 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 ugh. Awful. The most awful thing ever. All over the front of her shirt, Alexa's evil mirror sneered at her. Nice job, nerd. Oh, nice job, nerd, she said, flouncing her stringy blonde hair. It looks good on you, she laughed and walked away, accompanied by the other popular researchers who sat around with all of the jocks at their own table, gossiping about something stupid and lame. Vanessa whimpered and knelt there on the lunchroom floor. A single tear rolled down her face and splashed on the food. Get the hell up and clean that up, the lunch lady said, and Vanessa slowly got to her feet and started to gather up the fallen food. Then a hand reached down and helped her. Here, a I can't laugh. I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. Here, a soft, gentle voice said, let me help. She looked into the face of the most handsome man she had ever seen. His eyes were limpid blue, green, and brown orbs, their sparkling hues warming her heart, and his perfect white skin peeked from under the collar of his immaculate white lab coat. a broad smile on his face as he carefully wiped the tear from a cheek and ugh, and his finger beautiful cousin shouldn't cry, he said. I'm not beautiful. I think you are. I've thought so for a long time. Dr. Clef said, I've watched you for a very long time, you know. He picked her up off the ground and carried her away, while Alexis and the stupid friend looked on jealously. Are you sure this is a good idea? Vanessa whispered. I mean, what if the other senior staff see? Screw the senior staff! Love is greater than this! Clef oh, screwed. Screw the senior staff. Love is greater than this. And he started to take off her blouse. But first, you need to know something. He whispered into her ear. Anything? Oh, I'm just embarrassed. This is gonna be on the internet. Late at night, Clef uttered. I put on a black hat and apron and fight crime as child of Clef. I have no idea who's talking, but my god, how far has this spread? As far as we can tell, to are your records. Everything from your personnel files to your reports to your SP articles. This is ridiculous! How could anyone believe any of this? I see the sniper. I was a clerk, oh my god! I've never been anywhere near a gun, much less use one. They're like bad! Bad fans fiction, yes. SCP-732 is known to do that. Can the records be retrieved? Perhaps, but it will take a while. Some of them may never be restored. My god. All those years of work. All the data reduced to the testosterone like ramblings of a preteen violence obsessed. I'm sorry, Dr. Clef. I really am. Opening a new tab. I have to pick that first. I do not trust that. This is my murder of. What have I chosen? I can do this. If I had known better, I would have used this as some kind of batsu. Die, you motherfreakers! Clef screamed, and he blazed away with his twin Pancore jackhammers, filling the air with lead. The zombies exploded into showers of gore, splattering blood and internal organs across the walls. Keep killing them, you freakers! Don't let them get around us! Sir! Screamed Strelnikov. The damn Chen zombies are coming through the walls! Squeal them! Kill them all! Clef roared. He threw down his twin Panko jackhammers and grabbed a pair of Matiba auto revolvers, firing off the exotic .38 caliber weapons akimbo. What does akimbo mean? As he dove under the covers. Grenade out! A whole bandolier of grenades flew over the desk and landed in the middle of the ground of zombies, turning them into chunks of rising flesh. It's over, Dimitri said. No, not yet. Clef snarled. He put on black chef's hat and an apron. The criminal scum who did this is still out there. We must bring him to justice. I'll go with you, Dimitri said. No, I must do this alone. Grimace Clef. Child of life always works alone. Fire the proton torpedoes! Shouted Captain Picard. The USS Chandlercliff raced after the Romulan invaders, firing a massive stream of photon torpedoes and quantum phasers, launching X-wing fighters and Mark 11 Vipers in massive Chandlercliff. This is definitely my last thing for the night. Chowder for the Chandlercliff! Potatoes for the Spot Throne! Screamed the Chaos Space Marines as he... Is there anything I can do to help? No, I think I'll be fine. But as long as the initial infection is gone, we should be fine. You seem to be doing this well. It's actually pretty funny. I must admit, this other Dr. Clef seems to have a much more interesting life than I do. Instead of being cooped up in a lab, he seems to be living the life of some kind of action movie star. Killing. Sorry. What's the word? 2 use decommissioning SCPs, claiming to be Satan. He's actually quite badass. Isn't that the truth? Some personnel claim that we should keep these sort of files simply for entertainment purposes, at least. The originals will have to be restored, of course. In any case, that is all. Oh yes, and here. Ah, thank you. wonder where they gone off to. I wouldn't want you to lose them. After all, you'll need these if you want to climb, as Sheldon Clark. And what the? Now I get it. Now I get why. Ah. Ah. I'm only smiling on the model because the camera couldn't that couldn't uh, capture whatever this 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 this. Anyways, I think that's gonna be it for today. I'm exhausted and I'm gonna. I think I'm about to cringe to death. So um, see you tomorrow. Yeah, probably gonna be another Hades stream. If I'm being honest. See you then, and goodbye.